and say some nice things about Judy Ludlam, but that'd be boring. So I'm going to tell you some things she's bad at. Judy, where are you? Go ahead and make your way up here. Okay. Cookie eating. She can smell a fresh batch from her house a mile away to the track. Then it's game on who gets there first to get them. Car care. She heads next week back down to Florida with her job with Kelly O'Donnell. It's going to be on a wing and a prayer. Morning alarms. A lot of you suffer from the same affliction. She sometimes doesn't know the difference between a bay gelding and a gray gelding. And thank goodness for barn cameras where you can alert her before she takes the bay gelding to the paddock instead of the gray gelding. But the absolute worst thing Judy does is wear her heart on her sleeve. She does it for her family, for horsemen, horses, the trainers she works for. She's fierce in her devotion. She's got the mouth to back it up. Raised in Northeast Ohio, Judy's father and uncle established her love of harness racing. Her first job was with Earl Simmons at Northfield Park. She spent part of the 80s at Scioto Downs, where she's told me some stories about some of you in this room that I'll not repeat for your reputations. Right, Juicy Judy? Trainers like Terry Holton, Donnie Irvine, Bill Irvine, Charlie Brown, Rick Plano, Fern Paquette, Doug Hinklin, Rosie Weaver, Calvin Holler, and she's currently on her second go-round with Kelly O'Donnell. Not to mention the many trainers she'll take catch paddocks for, especially when we have Grand Circuit events at Northfield and stake races. She's my go-to because of her reliability, her attention to detail, and her experience. Judy and her husband, Junior Sioka, have been married 30 years. They have 3 children. Brittany's in banking. Johnny is an up-and-coming trainer of his own right at Northfield. And currently, youngest daughter, Erica, is at the Meadowlands with her fiance, Eric Tharps Jr., participating in the Martin Luther King races. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor of mine to introduce my friend, my go-to woman, and the 2022 Caretaker of the Year, Judy Ludlam.
I want to thank Kelly for nominating me, and I want to thank the people that let me be the Groom of the Year. And I would like to thank my horses for letting me be their friends, and my family for being very patient with me for the hours I spend doing this horse stuff. Thank you all.
Judy Ludlam is named our 2022 Outstanding Caretaker of the Year. Judy, how did you know the standardbred industry was where you belong?
After my dad's horse won at the Meadows when I was about 9 years old, we went to the winter circle, and I knew I had the fever for the horse, for the animal.
When you say you have the fever, what does that mean? That feeling that when you're going into the winter circle, what is that for us that don't know?
Well, it's when you work all week on them and to make them healthy and not lame, and they win, your heart is just so proud of your accomplishment for them because they are like children.
Do you have a favorite out of all of your years caretaking?
This last year, Fear of the Sport is probably one of my favorite all-time horses.
And that was not just any horse. She was on the OSS circuit and did quite well.
Yes, she did. She did very well. She was sick for the final, and so we didn't get a check. So we probably lost Horse of the Year for that because she didn't win. But she had a wonderful career. And we're hoping. I'm heading to Florida tomorrow to go back to her. So hopefully we have a better year in 23. So I'm so excited.
Congratulations, Judy Ludlam, our 2022 Outstanding Caretaker.